Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing something a little different. I will be doing a craft with me. I plan to alter one of these wood pieces, which is a part of these create your own ornaments leaves from the Dollar Tree. I picked these up last year. I haven't been to the Dollar Tree to look for them to know if they were out this year or not, but that's what I'm using. So it is a wood piece. And I'm just going to alter one because I'm not sure if I want to use it for a Memorydex card or as just a big embellishment. The paper I'm using for this is the Mente Fall Festival. I have different flowers over here on this side of my desk that I plan to use, as well as this gilding flakes in rose gold. I have my glues. Everything's all around. So let's pick a page to work with. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna pick this page because it has a lot going on. I think it'll be nice. And I am going to glue this to my leaf, okay? And I'm just gonna put it on the back somewhere. I think I want more of this portion to show. So I'm going to, I'm gonna put it down like this. And whatever happens, happens. So while that is drying, I'm just going to take a little craft knife and go around the edges, trying not to move the page at all. And I'm going to cut out the leaf. Okay, so this is what I'm left with for my leaf. It is sideways, of course. So I have a little bit of the design here, the curtains at the top, and just a little bit of the design over here with the florals. So I will go back in and clean up my edges very quickly. It doesn't have to be perfect because I do plan to cover my edges. That is actually the next step for me. But I just want to remove any of the extra bulk, as much of it that I can. All right, so that is what I'm left with. A better shaped leaf. From there, I'm going to use my gilding flakes. Okay, so for this, I'm just going to use this brush, the makeup brush from the Dollar Tree, to go around my edges. So I'm just going to do sections at a time to make sure I get it all covered nicely. Okay, so that is how that section turned out. Now I will finish the rest of the leaf around the edges and come back and show you. Okay, so I have gilded the edges of my leaf all the way around, and you see I have little bits left. So I think I want the bottom of my leaf to actually be gilded more. So I'm just going to go in with the bits that are left and pat them onto my page. I'm also going to, since I have glue on them, I'm just going to take them and brush them across the page in hopes that some of the gilding is left, just to add more texture and shine to the paper itself. So that is my little process for that. I think I need more in the corner. And then I'm not left with a whole lot. And then I'm left with these little bits. And most of them already have glue on them. So I'm just trying to rub more onto my page. And I think I'm good. So I like that look. Just going to clean up my desk. my mini back. And there we have it. I'm gonna get the glue off my workspace as well. If you are using a brush like this, just make sure that afterwards you clean it off with some soap and water to get the glue out the bristles. But here is my altered leaf so far. I didn't do the back because, again, I'm not sure what the final outcome of this leaf will be. All right, so now I think I'm going to add some florals. And I do have these foam flowers here in all of these colors that match the paper. And then I have a few paper flowers as well as some leaves. I also have these Jolie flowers that I picked up from the Dollar Tree a while back. So it's a little too big. So I'm going to remove some of the leaves. Well, as many as it will let, which isn't a lot. So let's see. I have to use my scissors. This is like, I guess they're like felt, like some sturdy felt, or so they're easy to cut away. I like the color. It looks nice, but I feel like it's still too big. And I have this one, but nope, that's too much. So let's see what I can do. I'm gonna remove the outside of this flower. And then the outside of that one. And I like this rose, but I don't think it fits. I want to add in some white, or it's not white, it's off-white, but it's not as cream as the bigger rose. I think I want this, maybe this. Then a couple leaves here and there. Okay, so I kind of like how this looks for now. So then I am going to try to find a sentiment or something that would fit before I glue it all down, so I can play with that placement. So I'll have this huge, well, it's not a huge container, it's a Dollar Tree container full of different sentiments that I've either stamped or cut out. So yeah, so I really like this Tim Holtz chipboard sentiment. I think I'm going to put this like so. I'm going to pop it up, and I think I want to edge this with more gilding flakes. I think that's what I want to do. Okay, so this is how it looks once I've finished adding the gilding flakes again. So that will fit here. I'll just have to pop it up. This is generally how I want this to look, so I'm just going to go ahead and add some pop dots to one side of this. And that is pretty much perfect. And I think I'm gonna need pop dots on my leaves. Pretty sure. Just cut this in half. Add that in. Here too. So this flower already has adhesive on the bottom, but I will add hot glue. And I don't think my glue gun is hot enough yet. Let's see. So that is there. Then I want to, I think, add this red flower. And kind of fluff it out. Let's see. Now this paper flower. Stick that down, and I open it once I've added it. So for these little leaves, I took one of the little pop dot off just to fit it in like so. And then this one has the pop dot. I'm gonna add a little hot glue there so it just pops up even more. Like that. And then I'm going to remove all the pop dots I put on this and add hot glue. Here. So now all of this is in place. And I think it's straight. Hopefully it is. So I really like how that looks. And then for the foam flowers, since they come on the stems, I always take them and wrap them. And you can wrap them tight or loose. And I'll wrap both edges. And then cut them in half wherever it stops. So like this. And just straighten that one out. And this one kind of wanted to run away. And then just straighten this one out. Add some hot glue to the tip. And then just stick it in somewhere. And then this one's kind of tight, so I just loosen that coil. And then this one will go here. I feel like I need another one here. So I'm just going to make this one. You can wrap it around a pencil or the end of, if you have one of those, the tool that you can score with that has a ball in the end. If it has like a lengthy neck, you can use that. Just use what you have around you. So I put that in there. So now this is how this is looking. I'm gonna have to go and clean up all the strings. But this is how this is looking, and I really, really like it. I like it a lot. So now I think I need to add some stickles. So let's grab those. I have this thing of glitter, glue, and stickles. And then this container of stickles. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna add these, which is sprinkled sugar, just to have a faint bit of sparkle that's clear, but doesn't interfere with all of the foiling I did. But this big flower definitely needs something. Just a little something. So that's that. And while those are drying, I just take whatever was left in the top of my the lid that I used, well, the lid that came with the gilding flakes, and I just go over what I just added stickles to, just to add that same effect all over. I don't know, I really like doing that. I like everything to look like it's supposed to go together. So then, since I messed up the stickles mainly on this flower, I'm just gonna go back in with some more. And there you have it. This is my embellishment. I will come back when it is mostly dry so you can see how it looks and what I decide to do next. I really like it as this, but I'm thinking I want to make it into a Memorydex card. So I'll just let the stickles dry a bit and come back. Okay, so I think the stickles are almost dry. If they aren't, I'll just go over them again. But I think like I said, I wanted to make this into a Memorydex. So I cut out a 3.5 by 4 rectangle and just used my punch to punch the bottom. And I think I wanted to look something like this. And this is heavyweight cardstock. But I'm going to cut around the leaf again. So I'm going to just glue on a portion of the I think I'm just going to cut it in half and glue on a portion of this page that I'd already cut out or used to cut out. So as you can see, I already started outlining where I want my leaf to be on the page, so I can cut out the top. And then I'm debating about the bottom. I think I want all of my cutting to stop at these, where's my marker? I want all of my cutting to stop here and where the sentiment is. So here, and then it'll be good at the bottom. So I'm just gonna cut out what I traced and see how I like it. Okay, so this is what I'm left with, and I really like it. I love how the foil on the edges makes it pop up, but now I'm thinking, I want to come in on the edges a bit. Okay guys, so I'm back. The stickles have pretty much dried. There is some sparkle, you just can't see it, but it did add some shading to the felt. So I do like that, but there is some minor sparkle. I may go back in with my Spectrum Noir marker to add even more sparkle, but this is what I have so far as my embellishment. But I still don't think it's finished, so I've already added one little gold embellishment there, a little gold pearl. So I'm just gonna add another. I think I want something here, maybe. Well, more so around the flowers. For now, I don't know. I'll just go with there. So that just adds something, and I don't know, I feel like I need some thread. Let me grab my thread. I have this gold thread here. I'm gonna mix golds and the copper, or some people say rose gold, but it looks more copper to me. Just gonna add some of that. Messily wind it up and figure out where I want it to go. And I have foam dots back here, so I can't go behind the sentiment, but I think I want to push it under the flowers. I'm just going to add some hot glue and my Teflon folder, push that in and stick it out. So you have that kind of tucked in there, but there is some thread, as you can see. I like how that did. So I think for now this is it. I don't know. I think this is it. I feel like it's still missing something, so I may come back to it later, but yeah, this is it. So thank you for sticking around and watching me fumble and rant a little bit. But here is my completed Memorydex. Again, this is 110 pound cardstock, so I can add my information on the back, and it's sturdy enough to hold its own. But yeah, this is just a simple Memorydex using a wood piece from the Dollar Tree. I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you for watching and have a good day.